So, like, what if the incubus is actually attracted to me? Like, and actually attracted to me, like, it cannot help, not attracted to me, but stuck to me, stuck with me. It cannot help being stuck with me. It cannot help. It can't leave. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a type of person that's like more sensitive to the spiritual realm, right? If I'm sleeping, maybe more so. But it's like this thing is just consistent, and it's like nonstop. Like, what if it's trying to? I don't want to say trying to get away, but what if it's like can't? You know what I mean? Um, what if it's been placed on me, right? But it's ain't like, but it just feels like it's been so long with me. It just feels like familiar. Like, you know what I mean? It just feels like it can't really go away. Um, you know what? When I said familiar, I actually was thinking about the actual familiar type of um what's it called for a witch? But it's like, yo, I'm not a witch. I'm a good person, right? You know, there's people that say that there's a such thing as a good witch, but then again, it's like it all comes from like magic. It all comes from like what the devil type of thing. So, right? So this is what I'm trying to talk about, right? You know what? When I said familiar, I guess you guys kind of see that kind of like really, really, really scared or something. You know, because when it comes down to it, it's like, you know, this type of supernatural stuff, I'm not really, comfortable with talking about and all that stuff. So, um, yeah. So I don't know. It's like let me just explore the possibility of like alien life. It's like if we live in a universe that's infinite and that's constantly expanding and that's been around longer than time itself, right? Yeah, because when it comes down to it, that's the way it is. It's like, why can't it be like other life forms on different planets? And when you talk about other life forms on different planets, we're talking about like, we could talk about like, we can go to science. There's like about millions and billions and trillions, right, of viruses that's coming to Earth right now. It's actually coming from outer space and it's hitting Earth right now as we speak. Um, Stand on me. Get some circulation. But what do you guys think that's kind of interesting about there being like millions and millions of viruses just falling to Earth? And like they don't just fall to Earth and they hit the ground and then disappear. A lot of them fall to Earth and then they start getting pushed around by the wind. This is what they're talking about. They start getting pushed around by the wind. And when they get pushed around by the wind, they can move this way, they can move that way, they can land on somebody. I'm just wondering if, by any chance, if something like a, maybe kind of like a virus, but it has its own consciousness, right? It has its own consciousness. Landed on me like when I was like maybe a baby or something like that. And then like if it landed on me when I'm a baby, it affects me because I know that schizophrenia is like that. Because they say that it's actually it's like it embeds itself like it's a bug or something. I guess when the baby is in the mother's womb or whatever it is, and maybe this is just something like that. Maybe it's like an actual like consciousness that's been attached to me ever since I was born. So it's like I should know what it is. It's kind of freaky, and if it's like if a simple virus can fall down, right, from space to Earth. What about like actual like live like consciousness type of thing, right? It's actually real, and so it's actually kind of experiencing what I'm experiencing, right? This is alien life form. It's experiencing what I'm experiencing. It's eating what I'm eating, but yet it's still like it kind of takes up a piece of a person's brain where it can just basically develop its own thing. It's like maybe its IQ is like super high, maybe it's higher than mine's, right? But it kind of develops it like mine's personally, but it kind of develops it from like your actual brain or inside or something like that, or maybe it just has it on and maybe it just takes over or something like that. Um, that's the only thing I can think of when they talk about like alien life forms or whatever, because yeah, it's super interesting. So maybe it could be that, I don't know, but it just seemed like it's not really, it's not even, it's just go on. Like, it's just attached itself to me and just like not even going to like stop like at all. Bye guys.